We're live!
Hello and welcome to the BattleFan Podcast, episode number 7. My name is Paul, and you are who?
Vincent I'm Jerry.
Hey, Jerry. How's it going?
Good. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been about a month since our last show.
We figured we would just save up all the little snippets of news and just combine it all.
But there really hasn't been much.
That's what I mean. That's why we took 4 weeks to...
Yeah. But we're back. We're here. And we're
still
talking
here.
to you. So let's just jump right into it. I guess with this last month, there really hasn't been any new quarterback signings. There's only been a few players that have come out like in the draft pool, so the draft pool hasn't really grown that much. And there really hasn't been much come out about the rule book or new rules or anything, so nothing officially there. But I wanted to bring up something about, because in this last month, what has happened is NFL has just dominated everything. I think it took all the football world, all its focus on these first couple weeks of the NFL season. It might be smart on XFL's part to not really put too much out right now because nobody's focused on the XFL right now. Everyone's focused on the NFL, right?
Right.
But it's been a couple years since I've watched a lot of NFL football. Ever since the Rams left, I kind of boycotted the NFL for a while. But this year, I'm kind of back into it. I'm not so butthurt about the whole thing anymore. So I'm watching again. And there's something I noticed while I was watching.
What have you noticed? Tell me, as someone who has taken the last 2 or 3 years off, what are your observations?
So my biggest observation is the amount of flags and penalties and the amount of time they spend in review. Like, just makes it almost unwatchable.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that they don't even have to like throw the red flag anymore. They just every scoring play, they just automatically review stuff. They let plays go out and then they call it back later. There's just too much of that stuff going on.
There's too much. Well, it's even more so this year than in the past because they added, now you can challenge pass interference.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think there's I haven't watched it enough. I think there's still a stipulation on like you can't challenge it on every play. But yeah, every scoring play, everything can be reviewed. That's what it is. Every scoring play, like it's not just if the ball crosses the line. It's if there is anything from the linebackers, any holding, pass interference on another player, and
all that's reviewable.
It's kind of bullshit. It's I don't know, because what game was it? It might have been Kansas City game where like it was just a 2-yard run and everybody's celebrating, yeah, and they're reviewing it. I'm like, he just ran it in. Well, there was holding on a like, okay,
yeah. From a viewership
we want to get it right.
That makes no sense.
We want to get it right. Yeah, okay, but you just
it's entertainment at the end of the day.
Maybe
that's not entertaining.
Maybe they should just do it in the playoffs when it matters. I don't know. It just you're right. There's a fine line. I mean, when it's your team, they got scored on. Of course, you want everything to be looked at. But as like a casual fan or or a fantasy owner, when you want more and more points to be scored and runs to be made, just let it go.
Yeah, and I guess the hardcore fans, if you'd hate for your season to end or for a big game to be decided by a referee, but at the same time, like that's always been part of the game, is that referees make bad calls and then we talk about it later and everyone gets upset about it. Like that's part of the fun of football or in sports in general.
Yeah. Well, in every sport, you're seeing it more and more. Everything, the more challenges and technology that enters the game. And like I said, you love it if it's against your team or not against, if you're challenging something that would go for your team as opposed against.
Yeah.
But as like you said, or like I said, if you're a casual fan, if you're just, a fan or just watching the game, it's kind of annoying.
Yeah. My thought, like they could probably do some things different. Like they've talked about having a referee like in the booth, like watching TV screens and just have a communication going with the refs right away that just another like eye in the sky and just so, and not like actual replay that they're actually going back and reviewing things and taking all this time, but there's just a guy's like, hey, that was definitely like throw the flag right now. There was definitely a foul on that, or they can say, hey, that did not break the plane. Don't call a touchdown right now. And then just like in real time making these calls instead of like stopping the game and doing that.
You almost need like a team of people with everything that's going on.
I think it's worth the cost. Like paying 5 guys that are just sitting there watching TV screens that are mic'd up with the refs I think that's worth it to keep the game going fast.
I'd do it. It'd be a sweet job.
That would be a fun job. A lot of pressure, but no one sees you, so you can be a little more objective too. Like that's gonna be tough being the ref on the field, but then it kind of gives them a little peace of mind on the field, the refs on the field, that okay, if I screwed up, I have someone in my ear that's going to help me out and correct me if I screw up.
I mean, they sort of do in quote unquote New York, but I mean, I've never seen the action behind the curtain, as they say. So I don't know if it's how much attention to detail.
Might be happening already. Who knows? But
yeah, it might be.
But they need to do something about just it slows down the game way too much, just from an entertainment standpoint. And you're not going to have the same loyalty that the NFL has. Like if I'm just some casual fan, like, oh look, football's on, and it's just it's just the game's dragging on because, oh look, another penalty. Oh look, they're reviewing another thing. I'm going to switch the channel. But if I'm a hardcore Packers fan, I'm going to keep watching. It doesn't matter. So NFL can get away with a little more. XFL is not going to have that same luxury.
I think it's a lose-lose situation though, because just like you said, if a bad play happens, people are going to go crazy online, and the same goes for too much technology. Even though there's probably more of a backlash for a non-call, especially in the playoffs, as we saw with the Saints and the Rams. And I think that's where this all stemmed from, at least the pass interference. But like I said, I mean, you should just have that team you said of just watching everything just for the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like, here you go. We're bringing the best of the best and the technology. We're bringing it all in for all the playoffs just to make sure we don't screw up.
Yeah.
But game 1, 2, whatever.
I think they are going to do something. They haven't really come out with the specifics, but they have mentioned things like that. They less stall, more ball. Like they seem like they've had that mindset. So hopefully they are coming up with something. I don't know. Hopefully, I mean, they probably have teams of people thinking about these things, but we're definitely on board. If you can, at least I'm definitely on board if they can get the game moving much faster.
I think they've said that before. I mean, at least they just want the speed of play.
Yeah. And actually, I don't even mind the 40-second versus, I think, what do they say, 25 or 30-second clock that's going to be in the XFL. Like, that's not as bad because then you can watch a replay and then you can get ready for the next play. That doesn't bother me much. It's like the full stoppage. Like, I mean, injuries happen, so injuries, that's kind of annoying, which they've done a lot of things with safety. Yeah, but the reviews and stopping, trying to figure out what the penalty is, that stuff is, makes it unwatchable.
Well, didn't someone say, it may have been Hunsker, but they're looking at the kickoff? Like they're going to do something different with the kickoff. Because normally it's because he was talking about how in the NFL, it's a kickoff, and then it's no one returns it anymore, and then it's a commercial break, and then I think
they want to make it a play. I think they're going to do it differently. That I think the team kicking off, they're already going to be down the field already. I think they're only going to be 5 yards apart from each other, and so there's no running head start. It's pretty much just okay, they kick it, and now let's start the play. So I guess you'll probably prevent a lot of injuries that way. I don't know the exact details of how they're going to do it. They haven't come out with the rule book exactly, but that's my understanding of how they'll do it. So other big news that happened was this letter got released. I don't know if released or leaked or what, because it hasn't been officially confirmed, but it says that the draft is going to be on the 15th and 16th of this month, October. That's in 2 weeks. But it doesn't seem like there's going to be any kind of broadcast of it. Seems like it's just going to be all the coaches in a room in Connecticut just making their picks, and I don't know how much we'll have as far as a live draft to see what's going on.
Is it going to be televised?
I don't think so. There's nothing. I mean, they could come up with something, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be televised at this point. So I guess we'll just kind of have our team. Here it is. Here's what everyone picked. Hopefully they'll have at least after the fact, show us okay, who was picked and where they were picked and what round and all that.
The top 2 or 3 picks.
Yeah.
But the same, it's not like the NFL where, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some college players, but these players might not be well known enough.
Yeah.
All of them. Maybe the first, like I said, first 2 or 3 picks.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, there's not going to be that. I mean, there's going to be hardcore football people that will watch it, but that's probably not that big of a number. So maybe it's smart on their part. But hopefully they do put something out that we can at least in retrospect see, okay, we got this player. He was picked in the 3rd round, so this guy is probably pretty good, even if I don't know him. They were picked really early. So at least things like that would be good to know. So they said there was going to be 70 rounds of this draft. So 560 players total.
Whoa.
But that will be cut down to active rosters of only 52 players. So whatever that times 8 is. And then an additional 40 players go on your big Team 9.
Team 9.
Jerry's favorite team.
I want a jersey of Team 9.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be.
Everyone's number 9 on that team.
Yeah. 9 on the front, 9 on the back.
There you go. Team 9. Yeah, but they also, in that letter, they put out when they're going to have a mini camp on December 3rd. This will be 16 days in December. And at like the first day of that mini camp, that's when they're going to sign their contracts and they start paying players at that point. So that's good for those guys. And then on January 4th, they're going to have a centralized camp. So all the teams, everybody in the XFL is going to be in a centralized location. It didn't say in there, but it's probably going to be like Texas or something. That all the players of all the teams and all the coaches, everyone's going to be in one camp together. So I guess they probably like, I don't know if they like test out plays or test out rules within the XFL. So I guess it's more of a whole league-wide effort.
It's like the worst time to do it for a player.
January?
Just like right after the holidays, you got to watch where you eat. Can't load up on all the goodies and sugar and fat. Or maybe they do need to. Maybe they need to bulk up.
You got to bulk up.
There's no sugars then.
Yeah, fair enough.
None of that sugar cookie pumpkin pie.
Yeah, just lots of that holiday turkey.
Mm-mm-mm.
Mashed potatoes, gravy.
Bread.
Stuffing.
Bread. Yeah, stuffing.
And then I guess so they'll have that centralized camp from January 4th to January 21st. And then it'll just be a few weeks. I guess they'll be practicing on their own. February 8th, that's kickoff. I'll be here before you know it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're in October. That's November, December, January, February.
And these
we're
months
4 months away.
These months fly by, too.
Oh, because they're holidays.
Halloween, and yeah.
These are fast. Man, we're going to have XFL football on TV.
Oh, my God.
In 4 months.
Oh, my God.
I'm pretty pumped.
I am, too.
So I guess with this whole draft, they're going to have to pick up some players that are some names, right?
You would think. I mean, the NFL cuts have been made a while ago. So you'd think they're going to be going after somebody.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some rumors out there, this whole nonsense going on with Antonio Brown, how he was cut from the Patriots, all that. But I think that's a bad idea.
There's no way.
I think that's a terrible idea. I think because he'd be bigger than the XFL.
Well, the XFL can't afford him.
No, they can't afford him.
No way.
Yeah. Okay. So we're just going to cross him off the list
unless
altogether.
he just wants to take a year off and see how. I think that's going to be the thing. I think this year, it's kind of like chicken or the egg. Like, do you want to try to get your big players right now for your inaugural season, or play it safe, see how it goes, make sure you get to the next season, and then get your big players.
Yeah. So don't go for too big of names. They got to have like some names.
Because you don't want to put all your money into your players.
No.
They're just like any other league, and teams are going to have budgets and caps. But
at the same time, just from a media standpoint, you got to have a reason for people on the talk shows, reason for us on the podcast to talk about things. And so you need some name, you need some stars for us to talk about.
Man, the biggest one. Who do you think the biggest one?
The biggest name that everyone's talking about?
They'll just make the biggest impact.
Well, here Johnny Manziel. Everyone's talking about him, and he's actually been associated with the XFL. People saying that he might actually be in the draft pool already.
I got one who's bigger.
Who's bigger?
Who do you think?
I don't know. Tell me.
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick.
Can you imagine?
That would create a lot of buzz.
A lot of buzz.
I don't know. I think he's either you love him or you hate him.
Exactly. Either way, you would want to tune in. Can you imagine him being the starting quarterback for the
I would definitely
for the Guardians
tune in.
Or the Wildcats?
Yeah.
I don't know where he lives. I don't know where he's based out of. I guess it doesn't matter.
His politics aside, I never liked Colin Kaepernick because I was a Rams fan.
Exactly. I've always hated him even before the social stuff. Because he was the 49ers. That's when he took them to the Super Bowl and destroyed the Rams every time he played them.
Yeah. And when he says he still thinks he's good enough to play, I kind of believe it because I've seen him play. I've seen him beat our team.
I feel like he would be the perfect fit for the XFL.
Because I think he's got that. He can be some people's heroes and he'll be the other people's heels at the same time.
Right.
I'm okay with him being in the league. I don't know if I'd see him like him in St. Louis. I think he'd be.
No, I don't want it. I don't want it for my quarterback.
Yeah,
not for the social. Like I said, I've never been a fan of him.
Yeah, but if he's on the Guardians, like I'm tuning in to watch.
Exactly.
I want to see our team beat him
when he comes to town, right?
Yeah. So I think he'd be good for the league. Other names, I think Tim Tebow's time's over.
Yeah, he's done. He's making his money on announcing, broadcasting.
So I don't think that's going to happen. Another idea they could do is NFL has a rule that you're not eligible for the NFL draft until 3 years after you're out of high school. So if you have like a star quarterback or a star in college that's only a sophomore, they could potentially go to the XFL. So the name that comes to mind is Trevor Lawrence. He like
it is.
Because if I don't follow college that closely, but like he won the championship last year, and he's pretty much like in the running for Heisman this year. So he's a big name, but he was a freshman last year. He's only a sophomore now. He could potentially join the XFL, like and play a year in the XFL, make some money before he goes in the NFL.
Well, I don't know the whole rules behind it, but what about the new rule that's coming out? I guess that's not everywhere yet. That the college players can start making money.
Oh, I don't know where that is.
I think it's in California, but it's not for another couple of years. So yeah, we'll scratch that.
Yeah, but for the time being, like they could potentially go after like stars in college that are big names in college. The XFL doesn't have any rule that's like, oh, you have to be 3 years out of high school or nothing. Like, hey, like forget your junior year of college, like come to the XFL and make $1 million. Some nice cash before you go into the NFL.
I mean, I guess it would look good on the resume. For the NFL,
And actually, it's probably a higher level of play than college if you think about it.
Probably,
I would say for sure. I think the level of play in the XFL is going to be higher than college ball.
I wonder if I guess it depends the impact of the XFL and if it's long lasting. I wonder if that's going to be a hindrance or if that's going to look good on your resume when they want to go to the NFL. Oh, you played a year in the XFL.
I guess it depends on how if they go to the XFL and they play really well. I think that's going to be a good thing.
Right.
I think it's just going to be dependent on how well they play. They go to the XFL and they kind of stink it up. That's going to be bad for their prospects in the NFL. Mm-hmm. But if they think they have it, I think it's a good opportunity to show off your skills at a higher level and make a little money while you're at it.
I just hope that the XFL stays in long enough. I'm talking about it has to be probably 3 years, 4 years time with money wise, but almost like how it was with wrestling when a person's contract is up. It's like, oh, are they going to jump ship?
Yeah.
And like, it's completely different from wrestling because that's entertainment. But how awesome that would be, just like all of a sudden, like the big quarterback or big defense, and all of a sudden like ends up on XFL.
That would be crazy.
And there's promo behind it, and oh my god, who is it? He's like, he jumped ship. That would be so cool from an entertainment aspect of it. It's probably nearly impossible with actual professional sports, but that'd be pretty cool for a fan.
Yeah, and that'd get people talking on the podcasts and the radio shows and all that. So the last name I have on this list is Sean Oakman. I don't know if you're familiar with Sean Oakman.
College player?
No, he was I want to say a few years ago he was going to go in the NFL draft and people were projecting him to be a first round player, and then he got accused of sexual misconduct. And he went through this whole trial, and so nobody picked him up. He went through the trial and was found innocent. So was kind of a victim of all that. But still, at this point, NFL teams don't want to touch him. But I think he's going to be in the draft pool, and I think he's going to be an XFL
player. He might as well.
And the guy is, I don't know if there was actually a meme about him. I don't know if you remember this meme where, you just look it up. He's this Sean Oakman meme. I'm bad at explaining it, but
it's hard to explain memes.
Yeah. But just look up. He was this whole meme. Once you see it, you'll be like, oh, that guy. And like the guy is like 6'9". Like he's just a beast. He plays defensive end.
Sean Oakman.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you see the meme, you'll know for sure.
Dang, he is big.
Yeah, he's a big dude. He's always like showing it.
He's a court. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
He's a quarterback?
No. He's a defensive end.
Defensive end. That's a huge quarterback.
Yeah, but then he was like projected to go in the first round of the NFL draft and just didn't get picked up because of this whole allegation that went up against him.
Can I read you this meme?
Yeah, go ahead.
And it's hard to. It's a conversation between Liam Neeson and Sean. I don't know who you are, but I will find you and kill you. This is Sean Oakman, keeper.
Yeah, so put this podcast on pause and look up Sean Oakman memes, and you'll probably, if you're a part of internet culture, you'll remember this happening.
Big dude.
Yeah, but I think he's got a good story that it kind of everyone loves a guy get a second chance. I think he'll do well. He was the MVP of the spring league actually, so like the guy can still play, and he's been playing ever since. He's been playing like a different arena leagues and stuff. So I'd be happy with him being. I'd take him as a Battlehawk.
Yeah.
I could see him going in the first or second round. So
for sure.
The guy's massive.
He's got a name.
6'9".
He's got a name already.
Yeah. So I think that'll be good. So last thing I want to go over is Curt Huskers has been going out there saying how much he wants fan feedback and ideas on how to get fan engagement.
You got some ideas?
I got some ideas.
Spill them.
So personally, I'm a big runner. I like running. I do 5Ks and stuff. And like one of my favorite events that the Rams ever did was they did a warm-up 5K for the fans, like right before, like the day before the first game of the season, where we ran a 5K and then you ended on the 50-yard line in the Dome.
That's cool.
So I think the Battlehawks could do something similar. It's going to be a little colder in February, so I think they could probably start it in the Dome on the field, and everyone just kind of gather there. The starting line and the finish line should be in the Dome. You can run around in the cold. Who cares? But come back. And like everyone, a lot of times when you do a 5K, you get a T-shirt with it. And so I have a big T-shirt with Battlehawks 5K on it or something. I think you need that Battlehawks brand out there as much as possible. So any opportunity for people to do something and get some merch to them, I think it's be good to get the word out about the Battlehawks.
For sure.
So, and I would do it for sure because I like doing 5Ks. You do a 5K?
I haven't done a 5K in years. I could do it.
I'd drag you along. You could walk it.
5Ks, that's what, 3.1 miles?
3.1 miles.
I could do it.
Yeah. I think you could do like a 1 mile loop if you want to do a shorter version.
Yeah. I could do 3 miles easily.
Yeah. But like there's a lot of people that are just into running that aren't even into football really, but would do the 5K like, oh, cool, I got a T-shirt. It's in the Dome. Cool. Yeah, I'll do it. And then it's like that's an opportunity to get a different people that you wouldn't normally get to.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I always love the events that were held down at the Dome.
Yeah.
For the Rams. Like, it's different. It's, when the NFL season of September, a little warmer. It's hard to do that in February or January, even if it's before the season starts. But any event you can get people to go downtown to promote your team and get swag, and they can just do anything. Shoot, have a big bounce house.
That'd be cool. Or just like a kid friendly day or something.
Yeah, family day.
They think like in the Dome,
meet the Battlehawks, like
just
signings and just bring it to the people.
Yeah, I
you
think
got the perfect spot for it. They're familiar with it. People are familiar. Well, if you were a Rams fan and you actually went down to the games, you're familiar with it.
Yeah,
I miss tailgating.
Oh yeah,
it's so much fun.
It really is. Yeah, they'll definitely need to do a lot with tailgating. But I like what you're saying about the kids. Like you're a dad, you got 2 kids. I think they would get some bounce houses and fun things for kids to do. Have like that, you throw the football through the hole or whatever, those kind of things.
Or I mean, they have to do this. Have like a fan appreciation. They're not going to do preseason. Just open the dome up, and just have people come
for sure.
Like you can do. You can do. I mean, I don't know if you want to, have it open on the field, but you can do like, football, like
football
toss,
football.
Yeah, just
or do like try to kick a field goal, those kind of things.
Yeah, just bring people down to the Dome again.
Yeah,
even if you're like on the fence about going to the games and just being in the Dome again before you have to pay any money. It's like, wow, I miss being in here.
Exactly.
Wow,
yeah,
I'm gonna
get people reminiscent about that.
And then you can do giveaways.
For sure.
Win, I don't know what season tickets, but win tickets to the home opener.
Yeah. Get that merch there, get it real cheap because people need to be wearing that merch.
Yeah.
Wearing it around because then you feel like I'm wearing my Battlehawks hat right now. Like I feel like I'm part of the team wearing that merch.
Well, I feel like St. Louis especially, I mean, we're the only team. Like, don't mention the Rams at all, but like, you have the reminiscent factor. Like, just to be around the dome. It's like, oh, I miss this. I mean, not wish, but I'm glad. I'm glad, I'm back here again. I'm glad to see football here again. Even if it, like you said, just gets them down there for free, just to be in the dome again.
Absolutely.
Then you got them people sign up for season tickets. Then sign up.
There you go.
For
They
this.
could, have their sales guys do their job. Mm-hmm. They've been calling me. They keep calling me, telling me to put my deposit down. Like, I already did, buddy.
Nice.
So like, oh, great. So last thing with the fan engagement or whatever, I think we need to develop a reputation of being like the loud team, because I think we're the only stadium, or everyone else is like in an open air stadium. We're the only one that's in a dome. I think we have that advantage. Other than, I guess, what's the one in Seattle isn't like designed to be more acoustic or whatever, but still, like, ours has a top on it. We can get that thing loud.
Yeah,
I think we can get.
I mean,
reputation.
it was definitely deafening during the Rams. The
when
heyday,
they're actually good.
When they were the heyday when they were, 99, 2000.
That
might be hard.
Rocking.
It might be hard to do half full. I mean, let's just be honest. It's not going to be full.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't even think they're opening the whole dome.
No, they're only doing the bottom half. But still, even at half full and just the bottom half, I think it can still get pretty loud in there.
It would probably be the loudest out of all of them.
I think so. I think if we can have that reputation that other teams are dreading going to St. Louis because they have to deal with that crowd noise, we can be that 12th man, as some people put it.
Well,
I think we need to.
Seattle's got that going for them already.
Yeah.
But we can.
I think as far as the XFL, if we can be that.
Didn't the Rams coin?
Because then it
that?
feels like
not coin it. No, not coin it. Didn't they try to do their own spin? I thought.
Did they?
I thought so. I thought like towards the end when they were trying to just scrummage up any marketing ideas, I thought they tried to do something with 12th fan or 12th something.
Okay.
I vaguely remember it.
Yeah.
I might be wrong.
I think if we get that reputation, I think that'd be good. And then it feels like we're part of the team, because we're going to do our part as fans to get them. Like if we get a couple offsides calls or false start calls.
So you're saying they should market this? Because you're saying
or maybe not even market it, but just like make it be known. Like, hey, we want to be known. Like come down to this dome. Like get your tickets. Come down here and be loud. And we want you to be rowdy, because we want to have a reputation of being the place that every other team dreads going to.
We could do that.
So I think just kind of get that idea out there.
It was either the last season or the season before. Like their big marketing thing was protect our home. Protect this house or something.
Something our turf. Protect our turf.
Protect our turf.
Defend our turf, I think it was.
Something like that, which was a joke if you look back on it, because the decision was already made to leave.
Yeah.
And it's a big market to protect our home. Well, we would if you wouldn't leave. But yeah, like do a spin off that.
Yeah, that'd be good. Cool. You got anything else, Jerry? Anything you want to talk about?
I'm checking the Twitters and the Reddits. Has anything come up in the last half an hour?
I don't think so.
That'd be cool if it did.
Maybe something breaking. I guess they had that jersey was leaked today. The Vipers jersey. You were saying how you like their colors.
Yeah,
You're jealous of the Vipers colors?
I didn't like when I just saw just the logo. I wasn't a big fan, but now I'm seeing like their swag and like those bright colors. I'm a little envious. Kind of wish we had a little brighter than navy blue, which is a very generalized sports color.
Royal blue, I think.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Royal blue, navy blue.
Yeah, it's a blue color. I don't know. I like it because I'm Team St. Louis.
So, I'm not
like
going to boycott
it
it because of that, but just seeing them, like, man, that's a pretty cool jersey. I'd rock it.
I will admit that the Wildcats colors, I do like those.
Yeah, those are cool too.
Those are good colors. I don't know. I think we got us and Defenders. There's kind of just white and red. So there's kind of, and I guess the Guardians, their colors aren't too exciting.
I thought
either.
they had a third color.
It's like black, gray, and that red is kind of an accent. So we don't even really have an accent. I guess we have white, silver, and the royal blue. So that is white.
A really boring scheme, in my opinion. But
I like our logo though.
That's okay.
We got a good logo.
It looks good on some things. Some things it doesn't.
Well, you were saying it needs to be bigger all the time.
It needs to be more prominent.
Yeah. I think it's better when the bigger it is, the better it is.
Yeah.
I wanted to get a shirt, but they didn't have a shirt with I just wanted the Battlehawks logo real big on the chest. and everyone, it was all smaller. So I think they had a sweatshirt like that, but I wanted a T-shirt.
Someone needs to run with, the whoever pointed out the idea of turning it around.
Turn it upside down?
Yeah, oh yeah, turn it upside down.
And put that on a shirt?
Yeah. I know that's illegal, but we should probably make our own. That'd be cool if we made our own merch and just have it as big as possible.
There you go.
Boom. Sue us. Nope. That's all I got. But I can't wait for the jerseys to be. That'd probably be like the last thing you would think.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe they would come out before the draft because then you can get the picture of people holding the jersey, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be that type of process anyway.
Yeah. Unless they want to do it before Christmas for Christmas presents.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I bet they will come out with it before. They got to come out with it before Christmas. That just makes too much business sense.
It'd be really sweet if they added like a fourth color to ours, like a neon green. No, that's already Vipers. I guess all the colors are taken already.
Yeah. Actually, they came out with some secondary logos for the Guardians have some secondary logos, and the Renegades have another secondary logo.
I feel like of all the teams, the St. Louis one needs one. They need, because it's just, there's no really, like, even if it's just like STL, something. Yeah. LA has, they have 3, don't they? They have the LA, they have the Claw, and that's it?
I think it's just those 2, yeah.
I
think the Guardians have 3.
Guardians, that's it. The Guardians have 3.
Yeah, because they have the NYG, and then they have, that's the new one they just came out with, and then the Guardian from the front-facing view, and then the one that came out originally was the side view.
Just give us 2. Give us a secondary logo.
That would be good to get like an STL version of it.
Yeah. That's very popular. There's some organizations around here that have just STL in the plainest font ever, and people buy it. So you think of STL in like some sort of wing or sword or.
But I guess the Blues don't. I guess only the Cardinals do that. They have the STL for the Cardinals, like that logo that the Cardinals have for STL. Know what I'm talking about? Like it's on their hat, on every hat.
It says STL.
Yeah, the Cardinals hat with the STL on it. I'm not crazy.
That's not official though.
What do you mean not official?
The Cardinals only have the logo.
Yeah, the STL.
I thought
logo.
You meant the letters like STL. Not the
the logo where they're all like
an
combined.
Actual logo.
Yeah,
I gotcha.
Okay, because the blue,
that is the oldest.
Like I'm not
yeah, that is the oldest logo that there is.
Yeah, but like the Blues don't have a version of that.
No,
but it seemed like LA has different LA versions. STL only has the one. So do you use that? I guess they probably could. That's probably taken. But like have an STL version.
I mean, it's easy. You got the sword as the T. I guess you got to flip it though, and then you're modifying the original logo too much. So.
Yeah, maybe you're a marketing guy, right?
I am.
You do all this kind of stuff, so
that's what I'm saying. Like the T would be perfect, but I think that's you're not infringing, but you're modifying the original logo too much, which you don't want to do.
All right, give me 5 different designs by next week. Okay?
Perfect, I will, and I'll leak them.
Leak them?
I'll leak them, and then maybe the office will pick them up. Hey, that looks pretty cool. Maybe
there you go, and maybe you'll get a job with the Battlehawks.
No, they'll probably just steal it. Just say it was they.
As long as you get credit for it, that'd be pretty cool. You could be known as the guy that came up with that logo.
It would
be like 100 years from now. It's like Jerry did that.
I did that. Deathbed. I came up with the Battlehawk
secondary
logo.
That's your legacy.
Yes.
Generations from now.
How much did they pay? Oh, like $5.
But it's mine.
It's mine forever.
All right, let's get out of here, Jerry.
Yeah.
We got a Blues game to watch, right?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Blues game to watch. Cardinals playoff tomorrow.
That's right. St. Louis is doing big things.
It's been a good year for St. Louis.
It has been a good year.
So hopefully this continues into next year. Man, what if the Battlehawks win the XFL championship, whatever they're going to call it?
They're my pick.
Cardinals win the World Series again, and Battlehawks win. Man, that'd be great.
That'd be insane.
We'd be on a roll.
Let's do it. Let's go for 3 for 3.
All right.
All right. We'll see you next time, guys.
Bye.